In this video, I will tell you about using tool palettes in AutoCAD. So using tool palettes, you can create and save your own set of AutoCAD blocks, and whenever required, you can use those blocks from the tool palette. Using tool palettes, you can not only access your own custom blocks, but also there are lots of ready-made blocks which are available on the tool palettes that you can use. So in order to access the tool palette, simply press Ctrl 3 on the keyboard, and there we have it. We have the tool palette. Also, you can use the view panel, and from this view panel you can click on this tool palettes option and the tool palette will be visible. Now in this case, on this tool palette we have lots of different tabs. For example, the modeling, on which we have solid modeling related tools, the constraints, annotation, which contains lots of different callouts and annotations, and here we have the blocks. So these are the dynamic blocks which are related to architectural drawing, some mechanical drawings, and lots of different blocks which you can use. Also we have the hatches, and there is a whole list of different objects. So when you click on the bottom, you'll see lots of different other tabs also here, so you can select from any of them. So for now we have these blocks. Now in order to insert any of these blocks directly in your drawing area, you can simply drag and drop it here. For example, in this case we have it here. Now in order to add your own custom block, you need to first make it. So I'll just erase it and I'll go to Home tab, and now I'll make our own block. So I'll go to Rectangle and make a rectangle, then go to Circle and make a circle somewhere over here. Now we'll convert it into a simple block. For that, I'll move this palette a little bit over here, and now click on this Create Block and give this block a name. So let's name it as Test Block. Now select the pick point, which will be this point, and select the objects. So I'll select all of them and press Enter. Now make sure Allow Exploding is checked, and also make sure Open in Block Editor is unchecked, and click on OK. So there we have it. We have this block here, as you can see in this list also. So that's the block which we have inserted, and this is the block, the test block, which we have made. Now in order to save it on the tool palette, we need to first save this complete drawing, and you need to ensure that this drawing is saved at a location from where the drawing is not deleted, because once you delete this drawing, you lose access to all the saved blocks on the tool palette. So I'll save it on the desktop for now. So click on Save, select the desktop and give it a name. So once again, I'll name it as Test Block and click on Save. Generally, I recommend saving this drawing somewhere within the Design Center directory. So here we have this Design Center. Now I'll go to Home icon, simply click on ENUS and Design Center. Now you can save this drawing over here also, and in that case it will be accessible not only from the tool palette but also from the Design Center easily, because you will remember the location. And to save it over here, you can simply go to Save option or Save as option, and you can follow the path which is here, C Program Files. So I'll just go to C, then Program Files, then Autodesk, AutoCAD 2018, and then Sample, ENUS, and Design Center. And there we have it, all the sample drawings. And here you can save this drawing, and in this way you can ensure that the drawing is not accidentally deleted. So I'll simply press Cancel here, and I'll close the Design Center. Now we'll create our new tool palette, and for that, click anywhere on this tool palette and then select this New Palette option. And there we have it, the new palette. Let's now name it as Source CAD and press Enter. Now here we have it, it's completely empty. Now in order to add the block, you can simply drag and drop it. So select it, then drag it and drop it, and the test block is now added. Now you can insert this block directly from the palette, and this palette will be accessible from new drawings as well. So even when you click on a completely new drawing, and here also you'll notice that this tool palette is accessible and you can insert your block here also. So let's move back to this test block drawing. Now there are a couple of different things that you can do with this tool palette also. So here in this case, let's say that we want to modify this block. So in order to do that, you can simply select the block, right click and select block editor. So that will directly open the block editor and you can modify this drawing. So here I'll add one more circle. Now I'll click on close block editor and save the changes. So the block is now modified. Now if you insert it again, it will insert the new redefined version of the block. Now if you want to restore the previous version, you can simply right click on this and select redefine, and that will restore the original version of this block. You can also add your own custom images for these blocks. So here in this case, it will take the default preview of the block, but if you want to add your own image, then simply right click and select specify image. Now we have to specify two different images, one for the light theme and one for the dark theme. So I'll click on browse and I'll go to desktop, and here we have it. So I have this logo, the source CAD logo, and I'll select it for the light theme. Then I'll browse it and go to desktop and select this logo for the dark theme. And there we have it, the previews. Now click on OK and you'll see that the preview will change here also. Now if you want to get rid of this custom tool palette, right click on it and simply select delete palette and click on OK. Now we don't have that palette anymore in the drawing. So this was all about creating our own tool palette and adding our custom blocks to that.